To yes. I'm just testing you can hear myself, so I'll do it in the mic.
Yes, I can.
Andrea,
Okay.
are you going to start in Italian? Are you going to start in Italian?
Comincia la partita.
Sì,
Stiamo
sì.
per cominciare.
Good afternoon, everybody in South Africa as well as in Italy. Welcome here at the Pons Forge International Sports Centre for this under-24 men's match. South Africa against Italy. This is Jack van Blerk speaking from South Africa, a referee at this tournament and a coach from South Africa, Stellenbosch, and with me is Andreas from Italy. Buon dia, signor.
Grazie per la presentazione. Sono qui anch'io come arbitro a questi campionati mondiali e abbiamo l'opportunità di commentare assieme questa partita fra Italia Under 24 Men contro Sudafrica. Devo chiedere al mio amico Jack di far sì che la loro squadra non ci tratti troppo male. I am asking you that your team be quiet against us because we need to have a little change of players. Some players had to stay quiet out, and so we hope that you are quiet against us. Calmi con noi, speriamo di fare comunque una bella partita come quella che è stata stamattina contro l'Australia, terminata per 4-2 a vantaggio dell'Australia, però dove noi abbiamo giocato molto bene e il nostro morale deve essere considerato altissimo per questa partita.
South Africa will be playing in white today, in black, and the white team would be Italy. South African players: number 1 Brandon van Wyk, number 2 Lorcan Smith, number 3 Ryan van Zyl, number 4 Michel Cillier, his brother, number 5 Elmar Cillier, number 6 Matthew Penning, number 7 Austin Elfrink, who also has a brother here who's playing for the under 19 men. Christian should be Swanefelder. Christian van Reenen, sorry, I'm getting confused with the under 19s. Number 10 Carl Broodryk, number 11 Eckhart Engelbrecht, and number 13 Cameron Stevens. I will confirm which player will not be taking part in this match as soon as I find out.
Mentre la squadra italiana è rappresentata in acqua da Nicola Mattia Pierro al numero 1, numero 3 Sergio Giorgio Manca, terzo numero 5 Roberto Pulleri, Marco Porcella salterà questa partita per un turno di riposo, al numero 7 Massimo Pulisci, numero 8 Lorenzo Cecchi, numero 9 Christian 32, numero 10 Davide Signorile, numero 12 Mario Fabio Colodel, numero 13 Giovanni De Lisotta e numero 14 Filippo Ravaioli. Oltre a Marco Porcella salta questa partita anche Nicola Cargioli. La partita è cominciata.
Right, as the game starts there, it immediately looks as if Italy has got a strong attack there up the wall. South Africa trying to defend there, but Italy driving, and South Africa eventually getting the puck off the wall there, switching it around, taking it deep, releasing it to one of the players, making sure they get the passes to the player right here from the start of the game, but Italy intercepting that puck there and handing it back to a teammate behind him.
Stiamo insistendo con la nostra azione d'attacco. Ha cominciato molto bene la squadra italiana, partendo su una lotta sulla parte sinistra del campo, ora portata poi su uno switch del Sudafrica sul lato destro. Stiamo continuando ad attaccare. Gli arbitri hanno assegnato una punizione a nostro favore per un fallo per arresto illegale del disco da parte dei sudafricani.
South Africa committing a foul there close to their own goal area, and Italy has got the opportunity driving there towards their goal, but I see the referee has seen infringement there, and it will be against Italy. I'm not quite sure what the signal was there. Most probably some illegal stick work to try and get the puck there into the goal. A little bit of barging, and South Africa have the opportunity to get out of their own half here. Small little pass there to the left side onto the wall, right below the substitution box. South Africa tried to drive Italy backwards, but unfortunately Italy has started a bit too early. They broke the line there before South Africa touched the puck, and we will advance another 3 meters. And again, South Africa's free puck right in front of the substitution box, and we're ready to go. This time we opted to open the puck out wide and try and play around. South Africa, nice tic-tac passing there and playing up the line. Eckart staying down there very well, driving forward, give it to Brandon. Brandon is driving through the middle, and support play from the back in time there to receive the puck. South Africa still driving up the right side, putting Italy there under pressure, but Italy has stolen the puck from South Africa.
Dopo l'opportunità di fare il gol, che è stato, diciamo, impedito da un fallo all'ultimo momento per un'ingenuità da parte della squadra italiana, abbiamo subito un fallo e poi nuovamente per una partenza anticipata siamo dovuti arretrare per altri 3 metri, avvantaggiando un pochettino la squadra sudafricana. Stiamo comunque reggendo alla loro linea d'attacco molto bene, molto concentrati sul lato destro, non diamo la possibilità a loro di avvicinarsi troppo alla nostra porta. Fino a questo momento siamo stati più bravi noi ad avvicinarsi a loro, però un tiro favoloso ha consentito al Sudafrica di segnare la prima rete.
Fantastic work there by Eckart Engelbrecht, cleaning the puck there off the wall and giving a very strong good flick there to the center of the pool and to Lorcan, and Lorcan did what he did best, sprint, and gave a good long flick right into the goals, and that set South Africa with a 1-0 lead with about 4 minutes just finished in the first half of this game.
Sta ricominciando ora l'azione dopo il gol segnato dal Sudafrica. Sono arrivati prima loro sul disco, però nel loro tentativo di spostare il gioco sul lato sinistro del campo della squadra italiana abbiamo dato una buona copertura difensiva sul muro, sul quale stiamo insistendo molto bene senza lasciare, però dietro il fullback non c'era nessun difensore a coprire quella parte del campo, e diamo la possibilità al Sudafrica di inserirsi verso la
that
porta.
goal is not allowed. South Africa down in numbers, they're driving the puck very well up right into the Italian goal, but unfortunately advanced it into the goal area illegally, and that is an advantage puck for Italy.
Per fortuna però l'ultima parte dell'azione è stata segnata da un fallo per una spinta con il guanto del disco da parte di un giocatore sudafricano, per cui il gol che sembrava segnato in realtà non è stato assegnato, e dopo la punizione battuta a favore dell'Italia stiamo cercando di uscire dalla nostra difesa con qualche difficoltà. I nostri giocatori in attacco comunque costringono i sudafricani a dover tentare dei passaggi molto lunghi per cambiare il gioco viene ulteriormente fermato per un fallo però da parte della squadra italiana, che quindi si trova nella situazione di dover difendere un disco a vantaggio del Sudafrica davanti alla propria porta, all'altezza dei 5 metri.
Ryan Foncel that tried to break away there on the side and was a bit barged, and that's why South Africa got this free puck. South Africa opening up the puck, playing it wide and deep, and again opting to give it wide, and with a very strong flick forward, driving up right to the goal, a backstick flick right to the corner. There's a player right in the goal mouth, but unfortunately they couldn't get it in there. Italy trying to clear it out there right in front of their goal area, the substitution area, onto the opposite side of the court. South Africa putting in a big effort to try and get that puck. Currently not a lot of players on the bottom of the pool. I'm not sure why they don't get down their numbers when it matters. flick that just goes to waste there. Very nice switch here by Italy, opening it and driving it up the wall. But South Africa from the side steal it, and Eckhart driving it up the wall there, switching his hand when he hit the wall. One of the referees here on the sides still playing advantage for South Africa as we're driving it up and going straight to the goals, and a big long flick there to the front. I'm not sure if Lorcan is still there in the water or Brandon, but it was a bit of barging there by, it seems like, number 1 from South Africa, Brandon, and it is an advantage puck for Italy.
Due azioni molto importanti del Sudafrica per tentare di fare gol. Ora è stato chiamato un time out da parte della squadra sudafricana, durante il quale vi commento queste due azioni del Sudafrica. Sono andati molto vicini a segnare la seconda rete per ben 2 volte, ma la grande attenzione mostrata dalla difesa della squadra italiana ha fatto sì che in tutte e 2 le situazioni si sia riuscito a impedire la rete. Addirittura nel secondo caso siamo riusciti a ripartire con un'azione sul lato destro del nostro campo lungo la barriera, che ha portato la squadra sudafricana a commettere un fallo all'altezza di quasi metà campo, rispetto alla quale ricomincerà il gioco con una punizione a vantaggio dell'Italia. Bisogna considerare che la squadra senza il capitano e il numero 6, il capitano Andrea Cargioli e il numero 6 Marco Porcella, che sono 2 dei giocatori più esperti della nostra squadra, si mostra un po' spregiudicata nella compagine dei giocatori, ma è una di quelle occasioni che serve per fare esperienza e far acquisire maggior sicurezza ai ragazzi, che vedete sono comunque nella situazione di spingere ancora oltre la metà campo per mettere pressione alla difesa australiana, che però con un tiro quasi incredibile per noi riesce comunque a superare il primo livello di difesa e portarsi nuovamente davanti alla porta della squadra italiana.
South Africa, they with a very strong drive there. Eckhart Engelbrecht setting up the whole attack there with a very strong swim, and eventually with a nice strong flick to the front was able to release the puck forward, and Ryan van Zyl finishing off that move, and South Africa in the lead 2-0 after 7 minutes in this game. A very interesting fact about Sheffield: the World Snooker Championships is held in Sheffield every year since 1977 at the Sheffield Crucible Theatre. And apparently there is a curse on this theatre, because not once in the many years that the tournament has taken place, any player has ever defended his title here as a snooker champion. As we see how South Africa taking off at the kickoff, receiving the puck. Well, one of the Italian players, Filippo Raviglioli.
Perfetto, Filippo Ravaglioli.
Yes, my Italian is improving here next to you. Andreas, listening to you, I feel like an Italian almost.
Also my English need to improve very well. But ma nella situazione del gol avete visto Filippo Ravaglioli ha commesso un fallo ed è stato espulso. Il fatto di essere con un giocatore in meno nella successiva azione ha consentito al Sudafrica di segnare la terza rete.
Italy calling a timeout there just after South Africa has scored a goal. I'm not sure who has scored the goal. There we go, Elmar Slier finishing off that very good drive that ended up in a goal for South Africa.
C'è un time out da parte della squadra italiana. L'allenatore ritiene che sia il momento di rinfrescare un pochettino l'idea ai giocatori. Vedete che dà indicazioni rispetto alle posizioni, ai cambi del disco che loro cercano di fare. Evidentemente qualche ruolo per impedire ai sudafricani di portare avanti le loro linee di gioco è un pochettino saltato in questa prima fase, soprattutto dopo il 10° minuto, dopo il secondo gol che è stato realizzato, per cui è necessario raggruppare le idee e ricominciare dopo il gol, cercando di spingere nuovamente come nella prima parte della partita contro la difesa sudafricana.
Yes, South Africa taking the kick-off there after the timeout, as we call. Another trivial fact that most people might have not known, but Pierre Mans was born on 14 October 1940, a retired professional snooker player from South Africa, was the first person ever to win the professional championships here in the event that was held. He won it 19 times, which is a very interesting fact here in Sheffield.
Mentre il mio amico Jack parla di crucible e di un altro sport, noi ci concentriamo invece nel nostro hockey subacqueo, e purtroppo avete visto che un'azione della difesa che tentava di recuperare la metà campo per una rotazione fatta verso il centro ha consentito l'inserimento di un giocatore sudafricano che dritto, senza nessuna opposizione, è riuscito ad entrare, malgrado la squadra fosse in inferiorità numerica, verso la porta per realizzare un'altra rete. Un pochettino più di attenzione è richiesta da parte della squadra italiana, un pochettino più di attenzione, e come ha detto l'allenatore durante il time out, devono cercare di giocare un pochettino più vicini, un pochettino più uniti, in modo da non creare spazi dentro i quali si possono inserire i giocatori sudafricani per invertire l'inerzia del gioco. Ora viene assegnato un fallo a nostro favore, che noi abbiamo battuto tentando un passaggio in avanti, che viene intercettato però molto abilmente da un giocatore sudafricano. Siamo in 3 difensori contro questo giocatore, ci viene assegnato viene fermato il gioco per un fallo commesso per una ostruzione da parte del giocatore sudafricano, e quindi ripartiremo con una punizione a nostro vantaggio più o meno dalla linea di metà campo.
Lorcan Slubbert scoring the 4th goal of South Africa. It looks like every time I'm busy giving you guys some interesting trivial information, South Africa bursts through and score goals, as Italy is busy attacking here and trying to get into the South African half, but we are driving very well up the wall there. Number 4 of South Africa, Michel Sillier, trying to make way up the wall but couldn't get through there. Number 3, Ryan van Zyl, just jabbing the puck forward, but unfortunately South Africa creating a foul there, a stick infringement, and it will be an advantage puck for Italy as we're entering the last part of the first half with 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go, as Italy take the puck and drive and advance it forward right down to the bait ball, and South Africa trying to get the puck out of that, and Italy slowly advancing, but eventually South Africa, looks like Ryan trying to get the puck there wide, staying down, following up Eckhart, trying to push that drive forward, but unfortunately Italy robbed the puck from South Africa. Italy can't contain possession there, and South Africa drive forward again into the middle of the pool. Is again a bit of objection there from the Italians, but South Africa once again come out of that skirmish with the puck, trying to drive it forward right into the stick of the Italian player. As we drive now right into the middle, South Africa trying to just jab, small little passes to the player, Brandon van Wyk trying to get it out there, right out to the front. It looks like Lorcan driving up and swimming it, but Italy trying to stop him, but it doesn't look like they've succeeded. And yet another goal by South Africa, and it looks like number 11, Eckhart Engelbrecht. Eckhart and Lorcan, almost the same size players, that's why I've mistaken them, but Eckhart Engelbrecht scoring that goal.
Negli ultimi 2 minuti il risultato è di 5-0, non siamo riusciti a difendere. C'è questo giocatore che ha segnato il numero 11 sudafricano, che è veramente un giocatore molto prestante, e la nostra difesa, malgrado per ben 2 volte abbia cercato di fermare la sua inerzia opponendo con la mazzetta di fronte al disco l'attacco del Sudafrica, lui è riuscito comunque, un po' come succede nel gioco del rugby, quando i sudafricani con i giocatori delle squadre avversarie attaccate addosso riescono comunque con la palla ad avanzare. Questo è quello che è successo anche in questo tipo di sport. Gli sudafricani sono veramente molto molto forti, quando spingono hanno un attacco molto di peso che, al di là delle loro capacità tecniche, dà loro la possibilità e il vantaggio anche fisico di riuscire a spingere. Ma ora l'Italia riesce a superare la metà campo molto bene con 3 giocatori, mette in condizione il Sudafrica di continuare a mantenere il controllo del disco sulla parete destra del campo italiano. Riescono comunque a liberarsi della pressione italiana i giocatori sudafricani, che ora tentano molto abilmente, con un controllo di Mazzetta, di superare la metà campo facendo uno switch, e ancora una volta la nostra difesa non riesce a mantenere una giusta pressione contro i giocatori avversari. Sembra quasi che i giocatori non avessero fiato a sufficienza per stare sul fondo, magari un pochettino stanchi per la fine del primo tempo, al quale ormai mancano 8 minuti, fine del primo tempo che finirà ragionevolmente con il risultato di 6-0 per il Sudafrica. La nostra telecronaca finisce a questo punto, impegni arbitrali ci portano ad uscire dalla telecronaca e speriamo di poter tornare in un'altra occasione per commentare ugualmente. Saluto Jack.
Klink vir my as ek vir hierdie Italianer 'n kans gee om te praat, dan gaan hy nie stop nie, en hy praat baie lekker Italiaans hier langs my en ek verstaan nie 'n woord wat hy sê nie. Elmer Salier, that created a space there and then set his brother up for the final goal of the first half. South Africa leading 6-0 after the first half, and as Andreas has asked, we haven't been too hard on the Italians at the moment. Just another interesting fact about Sheffield. Sheffield is the place where stainless steel has been invented by Harry Brearley, and this is where, in the first time in history, steel was made that did not rust. And another fact is that the majority of all stainless steel medical blades are made here in Sheffield and shipped around the world. Sheffield very famous for steel and industrial time. Also apparently a lot of bombs after a blitzkrieg during the Second World War has landed here and did not explode, and to this day somewhere hidden under the ground are still there lying dormant. Almost as explosive as the hockey here in the Ponds Forge International Sports Centre. Thank you very much, British Octopus Association, all the volunteers here in Sheffield, for a fantastic job. You guys are really doing and helping us, from keeping the pool crystal clear, from managing the video and controls, and making sure that we got views from outside, views inside the pool, that there are commentators, and if there's not commentators, they do the commentating and the videos and everything at once. Some of them look like octopuses sitting here in front of the screens, managing everybody and everything else. Andreas, thank you very much. I am going to leave you now.
Grazie.
I'm going to give the microphone to Hein Engelbrecht to continue into the second half, as I have some referee duties to conclude. Alles van die beste in Suid-Afrika. Praat weer met julle môre of oormôre. Tot ziens. Goodbye.
Grazie ancora Jack del tuo aiuto, speriamo in un'altra occasione. Grazie anche a tutti, come ha detto lui, per la collaborazione e per l'altissima qualità del lavoro che riescono a fare. Alla prossima volta. Grazie.
Right, thank you, Jack van Blerk, for standing in here while he has to move to the ref table and do his duties. This is game number 81 of the 5th World Age Group Tournament in Sheffield, as the Italians don't take it on the chin as they come back strong in the centre of the pool, similar to the far side, putting South Africa under pressure early in the first half. South Africa getting the structures right and capitalising by losing the puck with a strong swim here. It looks like Eckhart Engelbrecht taking it up. Let's see if he's got the breath hold, he's got the speed. Let's see if he can swim right through. It looks like he will just make it from South Africa's half. Well done. Gloving, unfortunately, called against Eckhart. A good strong swim there. After the Italians were hard on the attack, goal not called, Unfortunately, the player nearly swam away from the refs as well. Good call there, as we have start of game after an infringement just inside the South African half. They start playing up, start working up against the wall. Good play there by Dirk van Reenen. His brother playing for the SA19 team. Ryan coming into the game, not allowing the player to proceed further. It looks like a stick infringement against the Italian white player. We'll get it for you now. I see number 6 and number 11 sitting out for Italy, and for South Africa we have Austin, number 7, sitting out. Right, start of play in the middle of the pool. Infringement call against Italy as the vice captain Elmar Celia with his brother on the pool as well, taking that kick off, taking it out wide, getting up on the side. Elmar staying down, opening up space, giving it to Brandon van Wyk, one of our speedsters. Unfortunately losing it. Just a small little fumble on the stick. Puck just slides off, and a good pickup by the Italian player as Brandon gets a second opportunity again. That looks like a infringement called, stick infringement against Africa. We've seen South Africa hard on the attack. The Italians keeping South Africa at bay, as we know it will be. Nobody will give a game away, even though South Africa is leading 6-0. It's not an easy game. South Africa has got all 6 players in the water. From South Africa's side, good to see nobody been asked to sit on the side yet. Italy had 1 player on the side. Good play there by Italy, getting numbers down and swimming straight through this for the first back line of South Africa. Luckily, the second last back line could come down. Good save there. Good pickup by the South African defence. Always good to see the forwards coming in and supporting, and not just lying and waiting for the puck to come onto their sticks. Another hard drive up there on the far side by the Italian players. So Italy still down to 5 players in the water, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa. South Africa needs to open up space down the far side of the wall as the puck gets slid to the centre of the court. Good swim there. Hoping we play advantage here. Yes, advantage played. As the Italian player was just holding the South Africa player back. Good pass there from Carl to Dirk. Unfortunately, Italian player, good chip and chase. If Ryan can pick that one up, he slides it out to the side. Player looks like Matthew Penning, trying to get underneath the body of the Italian player, getting it low. Picked up by Italy, no support with the captain, number 13, not allowing the Italians to proceed further. Left-hand player there from Italy picking it up. Let's see if Cameron can get it away. He gets it away to Eckhart or to Ryan. Not a good flick there by Ryan, just getting it wrong. Timing is 100% right there. Eckhart, good play there. Unfortunately not looking up, and the puck gets started off his stick. And just as he was getting speed, the puck gets taken off his stick with Brandon swimming hard on the far side. The Italians, different team in the second half here, with 5 minutes nearly gone and not 1 goal scored by South Africa. The first goal disallowed with a hard swim by Eckhart. Again, that's number, looks like Lachlan Slobbert. Got some nice big boys in the pool here. Unfortunately, another steal by the Italians. 5 minutes gone. South Africa just need to get their structures right. Italy are playing much closer to each other, keeping it tight. Brandon, unfortunately, called up for infringement by the refs against South Africa with 5 minutes gone in the second half. South Africa in match game 81, Court B, leading 6-0. Italy taking the kick-off here. Not a body down the bottom, flicking it straight to the South African player and working it up on the side there on the far side of the pool underneath the substitution box. With a good small little jinx there, getting his body position. Another good jinx, and off he goes. Looks like Matthew Penning. Just got to look to the right, your supporters there. And interception though by the Italian backline. Good play by Italy. And unfortunately for them, no support at the back. South Africa picking it up. Easy goal for South Africa. South Africa just picking it up and finishing it off. It looks like could be number 13. Could be the captain just finishing that one off, saying thank you, I'll take it. Right, so it's 7-0. Cameron Stevens scoring the first goal in the second half. Took them 6 minutes. It's not about all the goals they need to score, as long as they get their structures right, as long as they enjoy this match against Italy. Thank you, Italy, for supporting this tournament with a good team they've got in the water here. As the players keeps on going on, you can see there what happens when you've got a left-hand player in the water. Always puts a lot of pressure on the defence. Unfortunately for South Africa, body position of that player not behind the puck, wanting to play too far away, stretching his arm too far out, no strength there, as gets picked up by Michelle Celia, playing it to the inside. Oh, flicked right into the player. Let's see if we can get that going again. That's Matthew Penning. No, number 10 is Carl Broodryk doing a small little curl there, straightening it up. Good flick to the inside. Just a chip and chase. So defence there. Unfortunately, South Africa not getting its body position down, not getting a player there behind that. Good breakaway. Flicking it away onto the player's stick. Defence picking it up and a straight swim down the side. And number 6, Matthew Penning, getting into position. Matthew, waiting, allowing his player to swim right past him. I think he thought there must have been infringement, as he will make sure he rectifies that mistake. Hard swim by him, one of our good swimmers as well. Always been involved with hockey, and his parents very, very involved with this tour, making sure all the kids are clothed and ready for Worlds 2019. Elmar picks it up and swims hard, flicks it into the middle of the pool. Good pickup, good support. South Africa are now hard on the attack. Let's see if we can get a body down there behind the player, right in the face of the goal. Picked up by Italy, swimming it out to the side. A penalty for South Africa. Illegal stopping. Calling a ref timeout. You can see the Italians getting very verbal there. It looks like we've got an injury, and the well-being of the player comes first. Stoppage and play. That's why there's a ref timeout. It also seems like a goal will be awarded. Unfortunately for that incident, as the refs will address it and make sure there's a lot of medical support here in Sheffield. Right, so like we said, Austin sitting out for this game, and Cameron Stephen, the captain, and the vice captain, Elmar Celia. And after this, we'll need all your support, as the under 19 men will play GB in Court A. That's going to be a very, very interesting game to watch. As we know in the warm-ups, South Africa drew against GB, and it's a must, not a must win, but obviously it'll put South Africa in a much better position if they win against GB. Walking outside today, very, very pleasant day. It's a beautiful summer's day here in Sheffield. Blue skies, nice and pleasant, clean streets to walk in. Went for a nice stroll and just took in the beautiful buildings and the whole atmosphere of a city. Right, number 1, goal awarded to Brandon van Wyk. That must be second, I think his second goal for this match, as we have kick-off start with 6 minutes 38 seconds to go. 2 goals scored in the second half. The first one by Cameron in the second half, the second one by Brandon. Italy again take the kick-off, and the South Africans playing in the middle of the pool. I think they will try and open it up. Brandon trying to create space. Let's see if Brandon can get this away to Eckhart. A lot of bodies down there. Unfortunately for South Africa, that left-hand player comes into play from Italy. Good pick up by Italy. Hard swim by Ryan, number 3. And off they go again. Bodies coming in from the back. Let's see if we can get it through. Up, if we can just get that onto the stick of the forward. That should be a goal for South Africa. Good play, good flick there into the goal by the number 6. swimming hard around the Italian players. Ref timeout call. Goal not awarded yet. Is that now a penalty? It looks like they're awarding a penalty. Yes. Probably just kept out of the tray illegally. And it'll be 2-on-1. Game 81 here in Sheffield. So Africa 8-0 up. I think they'd like to go into double figures. Let's see if we can finish this off. I think it'll be Elmar just flicking it straight in. And goal awarded. 9-0 for South Africa. Well done, boys. You probably all watched the previous game earlier today when South Africa played against the French and the 24 women. And unfortunately that loss was unfortunate for South Africa, losing 4-3 in the final minutes of the game. The ref timeout called by White, which will be the Italy 1 minute ref timeout, team timeout. That penalty was awarded to Elmar for taking it and finishing it off. With 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go here in Sheffield. Like I said, we've got 13 countries represented, over 300 players, and in total over the 2 weeks tournament, probably about 200 voluntary staff will come in and out. Very pleasant day, as I said, out on the outside here, walking in the streets, looking at the beautiful buildings. I went to the station. Just some lovely, clean buildings that we have here in Sheffield. Start of the game in 2 seconds, 1 second, and South Africa will want to get double figures. Off they go. Didn't get their timing right, didn't hear the buzzer properly, as Michelle picks up that flick from Italy. Let's see what the refs call here. I can't see the infringement. Oh, Italy had an early break on the kickoff, and the puck will be placed in the middle of the pool. So Africa had to take it. Good position to start with 5 minutes to go. Al Marcellier, look at the formations there. Nice overhead coverage. Number 10, you can see number 10 just in the screen here. Carl Broodryk, also a player that's played and represented South Africa on the 19 level. And Italy asked to put a player in the sin bin, so they'll be down to 5 players again. Right, off we go. Mario, number 12, sitting on the side for 1 minute. South Africa take it immediately to the side, see if they can get momentum going, see if they can open space, see if they can draw Italy players in, and then bring it to the middle. Some hard play here by the South African players, getting their bodies down. South Africa pushing back, pushing Italy back. Another good pick up there by South Africa. Italy won't take that as they come back hard on the South African players. Back to Martinez, a good flick onto the stick of Kyle, and unfortunately picked up by the Italian back, and not allowing him to go any further. Body blocking, barging. Right, if we can just get South Africa just to probably just try something else, probably just bring it back and then swing it out wide on the left-hand side, as we have a lot of speedsters. We're just not getting them away. But what do I know about hockey? Always difficult. The best players are sitting in the commentary room. Right, so off we go. 4 minutes to go. South Africa 9-0 up. They'd like to get to double figures. They won't get there in this position, as we have stoppage and play once again. The Italians causing an infringement in the back half of South Africa. The puck will be positioned on the 2 meter onto the 2 meter line from the barrier, 5 meters out, and off they go, with South Africa now bringing it out wide, see if they can get some speed here, And good play that by South Africa. Brandon just needs to get it to the inside, as we have quite a few players there waiting on the inside. Italy lining their players up, getting their bodies in between the two South African players, and another flick, unfortunately, by Ryan onto the Italian player. There was somebody right behind them just waiting for it, as we have a hard swim there. Good play, lefty picking it up. Yes, come on, let's go. Come on, South Africa. Get in there, Marnus, pick it up, swim it out. We've got players waiting for it. Yes, bring it back onto the Italian stick, as we have the South Africans finishing it off. I think it's Brandon finishing it off. Good play there by South Africa, as nobody said that's my goal. They said, right, let's rather give it to the team, and pass from South Africa. I think there was Eckhart putting that puck onto Brandon's stick. The goal will be awarded to Brandon, and the team is up 10-0. I think that's where they wanted to be. Definitely not want to concede a goal against the Italian team, and they were aiming for double figures. Come on, South Africa, we've got 2 minutes left. And it's Boston on the deck there. Hard swim here, good start by South Africa. As the previous two starts, they allowed the Italians to come onto them. Swimming it, playing it to the side of the pool underneath the substitution box of Italy. They've got bodies down. You can see Henry Mouton, the coach there, seeing what he can do to assist with the feed team talk afternoon. Good steal there for the South African. That Italian didn't see it at all. There's a player on your left here. If you can get it away. Unfortunately, could not get the puck to the player on the left. He had an open goal. Carl Broodryk was waiting for it, and that player, I think it was number 2 from South Africa, just couldn't swim away from the Italian defense, and they worked the puck out to the far corner. Here we have South Africans waiting for the puck. Ryan van Zyl just waiting in a good position there to steal it. And the Italians, as he turns, picks it up and swims to the side. Let's see if South Africa can capitalize on their position where they're in. Just inside the half of Italy. Good play there again from Brandon. Losing the puck, but not popping, staying down. And again he goes. Off he goes. A lot of speed. I think he might just short some breath, as Eckhart trying to pick it up. And I think he's too strong, scoring in the last 30 seconds of this match. That'll be double figures for South Africa. Goal number 11. That's right. Goal number 11 scored by number 11. That's no coincidence. Goal number 11 scored by Eckhart Engelbrecht, number 11. His brother is the coach of the South Africa under-19 team. That'll be game, set and match. 11-0. Thank you, Italy. Well done, South Africa. You can have a good rest, as this was probably one of your last easy games. And to the sponsors, thank you very much, and all the volunteers. Thank you. Good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I think it's me again.
Is it you again?
Yeah, because you've got the 19 boys playing here in quarter 8. Yeah, they're ready to play.
Set this next one up and drive it. We'll go back out and do the nice one. I think it's that one next. 83. Yeah. Nice one. Cool. Is that nice slide? Oh, it needs turning off now.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
It needs resetting.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks.